Hey everyone, I hope you're having a good week. And today I decided to start a new series, and it's going to be about my life experiences with lupus. So this first one's going to be my high school experience, and the next video I do will be about my college experience with lupus. If you've been with me for a while, you have heard snippets about my story and how I got diagnosed. So I was diagnosed my freshman year of high school, and at the time I was 14. I wasn't diagnosed until the end of my freshman year, but I had been experiencing symptoms of lupus that whole year. I had moments where I knew something was wrong, I was in pain, but I kind of just pushed it off as either growing pains or I'm just a complainer. You know, I would tell people around me like, man, this hurts. And I even recall being on a basketball tournament and telling the girls that you guys get to see how it is when I wake up. Like, I'm in so much pain, I'm so weak. My upper body was very weak at the time. And this caused a lot of problems with basketball as well, because I could not pull down rebounds. I was just losing all my strength, and I didn't know why. It wasn't until March when things just really started going downhill. I remember being in PE, and we were running the mile, and I just couldn't do it. And I've always been an athlete, and I couldn't do it. I just got so weak, and then my back went out, and a few of my classmates had to help carry me down the stairs because it was that bad. And I now know that what I was experiencing then was actually sciatica, which is something I get sometimes when my body's really inflamed. So from there, I had tryouts for a competitive basketball team coming up. And I went to the tryouts. I was so out of it. I was in so much pain, and my back was still flaring up. I could hardly walk, and I was still trying to run suicides at the time. I didn't know that I was living with a disease, and it could have really got bad. I was very lucky because I do have Raynaud's, and although Raynaud's can be painful at times, Raynaud's is when you get the numbing and purple of your hands, so they can go blue, purple, and then eventually white. And that's mostly from the cold or from stress. And mine were doing that. So luckily I went and showed my parents, and was like, oh, look at my hands. And that scared them. So instantly seeing that sign, rather than me just saying symptoms, got us to the doctor. And at the doctor the next day, she just looked at me and was like, you need to go see a rheumatologist. She got my blood work. She was on top of things. I was very, very lucky to have a doctor like that at the time, because she knew I had something. From there, I went to the rheumatologist. I think it took a couple weeks, of course, and I was just told to take ibuprofen in the meantime. During this time, I'm all in high school and just trying to make it to class, and it was very difficult. You know, as a freshman, I would say, that was my hardest year in school. In that age period, you're worried about little things. You're worried about how you look. You're worried about how people perceive you. This was around the time school was ending, so finals were coming up, and once finals hit, I had shingles. So my body was just everything. I also had mono. I forgot to mention that. And I got mono probably from basketball. Actually, one of the girls did have it at the time. And I'm guessing I accidentally drank her water, or she drank mine, or I don't know. But the mono was actually what triggered my lupus. It was a very difficult time, but you will get through it. If you are in high school right now, you will get through this. And I promise you, and I say this, everyone's situation is different, but I truly believe that my high school years were some of the most difficult years, even though I'm experiencing a lot of pain now and a lot of other issues. I know how to deal with it better, and I believe that for me, getting it so young, I was able to figure things out and do what's best for me in my future. some tips that I do have, and they're not many. Like I just said, I know it's hard and I know you feel alone, but you will get through this. And if you continue to believe that you're stronger than this disease, you will make it every day, even if you have to take it one day at a time. And it's hard to not worry about what people are thinking. Yes, I still worry about what people think, but you can do this. You can. My biggest piece of advice is to get a 504 plan. This is something you can talk to your counselor, see how to go about this. It's really just something that allows you, the student, or your child, the student, to be covered whether or not they have a disability and to get proper accommodations. And like for me, if I was missing classes because I was so sick, they couldn't use it against me. And I tried my best to make classes, but sometimes you just can't do it. And it's too hard. And if you're there and you can't even think straight, you know, it's hard. Take care of yourself first and know that your studies are very important and getting through high school is very important. Don't give up on that. But I continued with public school and it ended up being okay. I graduated with honors and made it through those 4 years. I played varsity those 4 years. I was able to be as normal as I possibly could. Make sure you enjoy your time, and I made it to a lot of football games and did different activities. I made sure I was involved, and everyone at my school knew I had lupus too. Because of my YouTube, I also started walks at my high school, and literally everyone knew me because of the lupus. I know you can do it too. All right. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and look out for my next one, which will be about my college experience. In the comments below, I'd like to hear if you were in high school, how that was for you, how you adjusted. You know, we're a community, so I would love to hear what you guys have to say and your experiences, or how you interact with each other too. All right, I'll talk to you guys soon. I hope you're having a pain-free week, or at least couple hours. Don't forget to follow me on my social media sites. Those will be down below in the description box. And subscribe if you haven't already, and like the video. All right. Love you guys. Bye.